What's up, guys? Dustin McDangles back here with another video, and welcome back to the channel. In this episode today, we're going to be getting back into the NHL preview series, and in this one today, we're going to be looking at the Vegas Golden Knights, the defending Stanley Cup champions, how they finished last year with team stats as well as individual stats. We'll take a look at their contracts, and we'll talk about them this upcoming season. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones. Again, absolutely free. We're trying to grow the community, and I can't do it without your guys' help. So let's hit that subscribe button, join the community, and let's have some fun. But getting into it, guys, we all know what the Vegas Golden Knights did last season. If you haven't been living under a rock, they won the Stanley Cup. Regular season record finished off 51-22-9 for 111 points, which was good enough to win the Western Conference during the regular season. They made it all the way to the Stanley Cup, and, well, they won it. Looking at individual stats, no one really crazy stepping out in front when it comes to point-wise. 66 points, the most points on the team, which I find that that's just absolutely insane for a team who won the Stanley Cup. Jack Eichel only played 67 games and had 66 points. Chandler Stevenson had 65 and 81. Marchessault had 57 and 76. Riley Smith had 56 and 78 games played, and so on and so forth. Pietrangelo, Carlson, Theodore, Stone, Kessel, and Waugh rounding out the top 10. Taking a look now at their contracts, and what you can't see on the screen right now is that their cap space, they're currently at 0. Well, they're actually under the cap, or over the cap right now. They're going to need to make some room. But looking at their contracts, the only other thing you can't see on here, long-term injured reserve, Robin Lehner is still out, and honestly will probably be out for the foreseeable future. Looking at their cap when it comes to contract years, the big name and the one most notably, Jonathan Marchessault. He is on a contract year this upcoming season. He's at $5 million this year, and then who knows what's going to happen if he will stay around or if he will leave for potential greener pastures. Chandler Stevenson also on a contract year. William Carrier, contract year. We've got Amadio on a contract year, and on the back end, Alex Martinez at 36 years old, and Ben Hutton. Goaltenders are locked up for another 2 years. I know Aiden Hill just signed that new deal as well, so should be interesting there. But man, oh man, it is this team, when you on paper, no one super highly skilled other than their top dogs of Eichel, Stone, Marchessault, and then on the back end, they've got the likes of Pietrangelo, Theodore that really jump off the page when it comes to unbelievable skill. But their depth is just out of this world. Carlson, Barbashev, who they just signed a nice little contract, $5 million for the next 5 years. You've got Waugh at $3 million for the next 4 years. Howden, $1.9 for the next 2. Kolasar, $1.4 for the next 2 years. Cotter, who's going to be there for 3 years at $7.75. And then on the back end, Pietrangelo, $8.8 million for the next 4 years. You got Zach Whitecloud on an absolute steal of a deal at $2.75 million for the next 5 years, which that I just find is absolutely insane. Aiden Hill cashed in this offseason, $4.9 million for the next 2 seasons. But man, oh man, I'd say the biggest addition that they were able to keep on the team, Barbashev, they got him in the trade deadline, was one of the biggest key factors in their run to the Stanley Cup. The style of play is just exactly what they needed, fit the mold well. Jack Eichel really coming out of his shell a little bit. We saw him a superstar-ish near the end of the year for sure, and leading into the playoffs, just played out of his mind, making $10 million for the next 3 years. Mark Stone came back from injury, had a very solid season, I thought. Having only played 43 games, had 38 points, was plus 11. Going to be really interesting to see what they can do and how they are going to defend their Stanley Cup. Getting into my official prediction now for the Vegas Golden Knights. With the team that they really have, I expect another solid year. Points-wise, I expect them to be up around that 102 to 110 point range. They're going to make the playoffs 100%, whether they're first, second, or third seed in their division. I think it's just a matter of where they fall depending on injuries, goaltending, if they can continue to ride that wave of winning the Stanley Cup with their team player. Will they kind of get bugged down by all the games that they played last year and then getting into the season this year? The big standout players that I'm really looking forward to this upcoming season: full season with Jack Eichel, a full season with Mark Stone, hopefully. Jonathan Marchessault, can he have a very solid season this upcoming year? Barbashev, a now key figure and part of the Vegas Golden Knights. What type of year can he have playing a full year for the Vegas Golden Knights? And on the back end, Pietrangelo and Theodore, can they lead the way on the back end, being able to produce from the back end? I know Pietrangelo had 54 points in 73 games played last year, as well as Theodore had 41 in 55 games played. So if Theodore can stay healthy, I think that'll only accelerate and enhance the play of the entire team as a whole, which again will also affect the goaltending play. If you've got solid defensive zone prowess about them, keeping it more so in the offensive zone, but being very stout defensively, Aiden Hill, Logan Thompson, I think they will be perfectly fine between the pipes. Hopefully Thompson will be back stronger than ever this upcoming season, as well as Aiden Hill with that amazing performance in the playoffs, leading them to, well, one of the parts of leading them to winning the Stanley Cup this past season. But I'm really excited. They definitely have a chance, I think, in my mind, to potentially defend their Stanley Cup championship. I don't know if they will, but we'll get into that later in the official prediction videos. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, your thoughts, your X factors, anything else you want to say about the Vegas Golden Knights coming off that Stanley Cup championship. Do you think they will defend it? Who's going to be the X factors for you this upcoming season? Is it going to be Eichel, Stone, Carlson, Marchessault, Barbashev, Pietrangelo, Martinez, Aiden Hill? Let me know what you guys think down below. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, be sure to hit that like button. Again, if you are new as well, hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends. Again, it is absolutely free. We're trying to grow the channel to about 750 subscribers by fall time, so we need your guys' help to do it. Also, go ahead and check out the description down below. We've got some promo codes for you guys from SeatGeek as well as GFUEL, so go ahead and check those out. But that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys have a good one, and as always, stay dusty.